Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we're playing with the ColourPop and Tinkerbell palette. I am such a huge Disney fan. I grew up watching Disney, and my favorite character in Peter Pan in the movie Hook was Tinkerbell. She had such sass and attitude, and like, you got, yes. So I'll be honest, when I ordered this, I didn't look at the colors in this eyeshadow palette. I looked at the artwork and I was just excited. So besides the eyeshadow palette, there are some Super Shock cheeks. There's 3 of them. Then there's also the Super Shock eyeshadows, which we played around with, some lip stains, and 2 eyeliners. So if you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications, new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But if you want to see what my thoughts are on this collection and how I got this eye look, well, this look in general, using this collection, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, my eyes are primed and we're gonna be diving into the ColourPop and Tinkerbell palette. This Sprinkle a Little Magic palette is super cute. So these are the colors right here. And this shade right here is playing with my heartstrings. It's one of my favorite colors. These greens are really pretty. And I was actually looking at this and I was like, this is giving me vibes. It was reminding me of a palette that I had reviewed a couple months ago, and I had to pull the palette out, honestly. It's the Kaleidos Flower Punk palette. So I thought they were very similar, and I was remembering some of the shades. You guys, my colors, like, they're similar shades, they're not identical. So these are the palettes together. So if you have the Kaleidos palette, you might think that they're similar, but the greens are different, the mauve pinks are different, the shimmers are very different. But I had to pull it out and look at it, and I was like, you know, if I'm thinking about it, that they're similar, maybe someone else is too. So they're not. They look like they are, but they have very different tones in there. So as per usual, I do want to swatch some of these shimmers. So this first one is Pixie Dust, which, ooh, that green is so pretty. This one is Tink, ooh, and then Neverland. So those are the 3 greens in the palette. Then there's Small Fairy, which is the gold shade up top, and then Place Between, which is in the bottom of the palette. So those are the shimmers right there. Don't mind my messy desk. Now, what? I just did a very green look using Beauty Bay's palette. Now, before we jump into the palette, there are some Super Shock eyeshadows too. The packaging, you guys, is so cute. It's got Tinkerbell on there. They're so shimmery and bright. So this shade right here is Straight On Till Morning. But wait, didn't I just swatch one of these greens? It literally looks like Pixie Dust. So this is Pixie Dust, which is in the palette. This is Straight On Till Morning. So if you get the palette, you may not need to get the Super Shock shadow. Okay, interesting. Why would they do that? This next one is Fly to Your Heart, which I love, a really like nude shimmer shade, which, ooh, I think I could wear that one to work. That is, maybe not to work. It looks like it's got a lot of gold, or a lot of glitter in it. Yeah, there's a lot of glitter. Cannot wear that one to work. And then this last shade is Never Grow Up. Ooh, that burgundy is pretty, and I really, really, really want to play with that one. So maybe we'll do like a mauve look with that like burgundy. That is just so yummy. Okay, so as much as I want to play with these like green shades, I think I'm gonna stick with like the more mauve-y and like play around with this like burgundy red shade. That's my plan at least. And then maybe we'll use this one as like a topper. We'll see. It's really pretty. It's still like, okay, let's dive in. I'm gonna go into this first shade, Big Magic, which is just that like mauve-y pink shade, and put that in the crease and the outer V. When I saw that they were releasing a ColourPop and Tinkerbell, I was so excited. I loved Peter Pan as a kid, like growing up and watching Disney movies. And then, has anyone else watched the movie Hook with Robin Williams and Julia Roberts, and she plays Tinkerbell and she's super sassy? Like, I just love Tinkerbell. She has that like personality, like I'm not gonna take your crap. And then I think they did like a spin-off of Peter Pan with another movie with the other fairies. I don't know. That's after my like growing up time period. And it's cool and everything, but like it's not anything I got into. I don't know the other fairies' names. I've seen them on advertising, but like never got into them. But Tinkerbell, I liked Tinkerbell. Like I want to use this green shade, but I can't bring myself to do it. I want to use this shade Awake in the outer V, just to kind of build it up a little bit, give it some depth. But I think we're gonna keep it pretty like neutral, especially if I add in that like red shade. So I like that they came up with this palette, but at the same time I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's a green palette. It's mostly green. I would have liked if there was like a couple, like a light brown or even a dark brown shade in there. I get it, Tinkerbell's outfit is green, but I also feel like there's some shades that, like, did we need all three of these shimmer shades, especially if you were going to do a super shock shadow that looks like one that's in the pan? I feel like one of these could have been swapped, like this shade, Pixie Dust, could have been swapped out with like a brown matte. And then kept the super shock shadow so that you had those, you know, color options. But are you gonna get the Tinkerbell palette? Is it something that you want? Do you think you would use all the green shades all the time? And I'll be honest, I didn't look closely at the eyeshadow palette. I saw Tinkerbell and I was like, oh my God, I need that. So that was that was my thought process behind it. That's kind of how I've been with the other Disney collections, was I need the Disney collection because it's so cute. But I feel like this fell short for me because I would have liked to have a brown shade in there. Because the green is pretty, and I think it'll be pretty with the burgundy. But not everyone gravitates towards a green shade. I feel like you would get more use out of it if you had a brown as well. Maybe two darker shades to complement the lighter shades, and then you can accent with the green. All right, I'm not gonna like super build up the green because I don't want it to be too overpowering with that red in there. But I like how it kind of like layered with the crease color, Big Magic. I like it so far. Don't know what I'm gonna do underneath the eye, but I like it so far. Okay, so now on to Never Grow Up. This has gold and silver reflexive glitter. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna use my middle finger for this one because I feel like I'm gonna go into the later shade to kind of go on the inner corner. What is that? Get off. It's pretty, I'll say that, but I'm not so sure. I don't know. Okay, and then Fly to Your Heart, which is this champagne-y shade. I'm gonna use my ring finger for this one. It kind of looks like it's just supposed to be a topper. It does have also gold and silver glitter in it as well. Oh, it came off a lot more concentrated than I thought. All right, let's grab some more of Never Grow Up. Okay. It's growing on me. The green is kind of throwing me off because it's not a color combination that I would gravitate towards, and then the way I did it kind of gives me Christmas vibes. I just did, what was it? The Wilderness palette that I ended up doing like the red underneath the eye, and I was channeling Poison Ivy, and now I'm getting Christmas vibes because you guys, I am all over the place in my holidays right now. Who's ready for fall? Anyone else? Like, it's starting to cool off here. It's currently 81. It's been in the 70s all day. I had the temperature set to like 72 in the house. And finally I was like, I need to turn it up. So I set it to like 76. So it would kick off the AC and just let it simmer. But you guys, I'm just going back into Awake, which is that like forest green shade, just to blend the edges in that crease. But it is nice that it's starting to cool off and I'm not sweating my butt off walking from my car to the house. And it's not that far of a walk, but I swear, as soon as I open my Jeep door and step out, instant sweat. And I'm like, why? Why? Granted, if you watched a couple videos, like a couple months ago worth of videos, I was complaining about how it's still cold in Chicago. Just never happy, you guys, never happy. That's not true though. I do enjoy the weather. I just would prefer not to instantly start sweating as soon as I open my door. Okay, you guys. I think it, like, once I like blended that edge a little bit more, I started to like it better. And when I threw it back into the crease. But yeah, I'm liking how it looks so far. I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye, some face makeup. We have some Super Shock cheek and some lip stains, but I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back so we can finish off this under eye. I have some cheek products and some lip stains. Lip oils? Lip stains. They're lip stains. So I'm thinking for this under eye that we're going to use this lime green shade, Sleep. I know I said it wasn't going to be like a green eye look. That's why we have the burgundy on there. I'm just going to use my pencil brush to pick it up, place it, and then smudge it out. That is a very lime green. Let me grab a different brush. I'm gonna get as close to the eyelashes as possible because I don't want it to be like super blown out. But we're gonna get just a little bit of that lime. All right, it's interesting. It's not my favorite. I still gotta deepen it up, so maybe that'll change too. And you know what, you guys? Like, I compared this palette to the Kaleidos palette, but I feel like you could get very similar look with the Wilderness palette too if you have that. I'm just saying. Because I feel like the Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay, that video I just put up, so it's like 2 videos prior to this. Go check that one out. But I want to say every shade that between this palette and the Super Shock shadows is in the Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay, plus other shades. And it was only like $15. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into Awake, outer V and underneath, just to build some cohesiveness. I think now that it's darkened up a little bit more, it's growing on me. Okay, so for the Super Shock cheeks, we have these 3 shades. Look at the packaging, she's so cute. And then there's also this one. So let me swatch them real quick for you guys. If I can open them. This first one is Darling. Ooh. Don't know if that's my shade. This one is Magic Moon. Ooh. This one is like totally my vibe. And then this one is Happy Thoughts, because we all need some happy thoughts. And this looks like it might be more of a highlighter than, yes. So I'm probably gonna do these 2 right here. And like, I feel like this could be a bronzer, but it's really orange. Like, and it's got chunky gold glitter. But I'm really excited for that, like, what is it? Corally Peach? That's a vibe. That was like the summer vibe. Where was that? And that highlighter, Happy Thoughts, oh yeah, that's definitely Happy Thoughts. So so far in the past, I've used the Super Shock cheek products on my cheek over powder, and they have been fine. So I just go straight in, tap, tap, and build. So we're already getting color payoff. I don't want to go too much because it is a bright color. I may have done too much. But you can always go in with your powder and just kind of set it, and it'll be fine. Ooh, that is pretty. It's like juicy. Now, let me double check that it's not pulling my makeup. Nope. Because I can already see like my freckles. I say freckles, they're sunspots. I don't have freckles. I just have sun damage because I was a stupid teenager. So there's a little more subdued. That's a little like intense. Like, this is how I would do my makeup for work. This is, I don't know why I did it that intense over there, but whatever, we'll match it. Now for this highlighter, you guys. Happy thoughts. All right. It's also gonna be my inner corner highlight. All right, so on my Morphe, what is this, 532? Like, it picks up kind of. It's picking up. But if you really want it to be pigmented, you just tap, 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 tap. And then go with your brush. Just get that like really subtle sheen, or you can like pat it on super intense and not blend it out, and just, you guys. All right, let me see if I can use my inner corner highlight brush. It's not having it. Hey, sometimes they're finicky, but I love the Super Shock cheeks. They're some of my favorites. I am gonna go in for inner corner highlight. I'm just gonna grab my Ofra. This is the collab with Steph Tom's, the Milk and Cookie highlighter. This is one of my favorites. Just do my inner corner highlight and my brow bone and call it a day. And before I forget, there is 2 eyeliners with this collection. I wasn't sure if I was gonna use either of them because they're not necessarily like colors that I think would go with this look, but I'll swatch them. So this first one is in the shade Fly With Me, and it is just kind of like a, it's not a lime green, kind of like a forest green, but there is a shimmer like sheen to it. And then this one is Lost Girl, which is a brown shade. Ooh, it has silver glitter in it. I'm gonna try and put this in the waterline. I don't know that it's gonna work, but here goes nothing, you guys. I don't know about a copper waterline. It's interesting. It's not, I'm so used to having black eyeliner in my waterline that anytime I do something different, it just looks weird. Because I have been doing black in my waterline since middle school. What do you guys think? Do you like the brown in the waterline? I'm not so sure about it, but it's out of my comfort zone, so. Anyways, I'm gonna go do some eyeliner and mascara. I'll be back for the lips. Okay, you guys, so the last and final thing we need to do is the lips, and I have 2 lip stains. So packaging, again, is super cute, but they are this like pinky brown shade and then a like orangey brown shade. So let's swatch them real quick. This first one is Tinkerbell. I haven't even opened them, so I don't even know, like, do they smell good or no. They smell like makeup. So this one is Tinkerbell, which it's kind of like a weird chunky consistency. That's interesting. Okay. And then this one is Clap If You Believe. Yeah, they have a weird, like, chunky consistency. And actually, it's not that bad of a color. Like, it is on the orangey side. I still think I'm gonna go with Tinkerbell just because, like, that's my vibe today. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, it stains. It only takes a couple seconds, you guys, so be careful with them. All right, cool. My lips are dry. They feel very like liquidy on the lips. It's interesting. It's like, it has a cooling feeling to it. It's just, it's weird. I have like an eyelash on my lip. So weird. They feel very like slippy, and there's like a cooling effect to it. It's interesting. I would make sure to like clean up any extra spots that it might get on in case you don't want it to get stained. And even though my lips were a little dry, because I did not drink as much water as I should have yesterday, and then when I woke up today, I went for a run outside. I should have drank more water. So it feels like it's starting to dry down, which, less slippy. Can you hear that? Ooh, it tastes weird. I don't know, it feels like they feel good when they are on your lips. The glitter is a little bit thicker than I think it needs to be because I can kind of feel it. I don't know, I'm gonna keep trying them out. I do like the color though, I will say that much. Like, I wasn't sure at first. I feel like when it does wear off, it might be kind of like that I just ate a popsicle look, because that's the color that I used today. So we'll see, we'll see. But you guys, that's it for this look. What do you think of the brown eyeliner? It's still growing on me. It's not my favorite thing, but that's just because I'm out of my comfort zone on that one. I liked how the eyeshadows performed. Honestly, I bought the palette because it had Tinkerbell, and I was so excited for that. Just another Disney collab. ColourPop's one of my favorite makeup indie brands, and I had fun creating this very Christmas vibes look. I didn't expect for it to go that way, but I like how they worked out together. Now, I already said it myself that like this shade right here, because this Super Shock shadow is very similar, like it could have been a different color. Otherwise, it's a predominantly green palette. Do you need all these greens? I don't know. Do you like green? I personally technically didn't, because I have the Wilderness palette, I have the Kaleidos, but I do love makeup and trying it out. And now that I have my YouTube channel, I've been, you know, loving trying new makeup for you guys, giving you my opinion, seeing what you guys are interested in getting. Comment that down below. Are you planning on getting this? If it's, you know, do you have no desire to buy this? The collection itself, I ended up buying the entire collection because it was more affordable that way. The Super Shock cheeks, these three, I really like these two out of the three. So this one in Magic Moon that is on the cheek right now, and this highlight, which is Happy Thoughts. Yes, highlight is a happy thought. This one right here, I want to try it out as more like that bronzy look on the cheeks as a blush, but that wasn't the vibe today. So I'll try this out. I'm intrigued. I do like the Super Shock cheeks that ColourPop puts out. And then the other two Super Shock eyeshadows, these two are really pretty. I really enjoyed the effect that I got with the Super Shocks right here. Maybe change out the outer corner for like a darker brown shade and it'd be really pretty. So I'm excited to play around with these some more as well. The eyeliners, I don't know. I buy them and then I have like a collection of them. I sharpen them down and I'll give them to friends who, you know, play around with color more as far as eyeliners are concerned. I just haven't gotten out of my comfort zone of, you know, black eyeliner, black waterline. Sorry. And then the lip stains. I'll keep playing around with these. There was a weird like taste when I licked my lips. Don't lick your lips, it's not good. There is no scent to them, so it kind of smells like makeup. And then if you're just looking for that like just ate a popsicle look, I think Tinkerbell is a really good shade for that. And then we'll see what the other one looks like when I do try that one out. So that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.